This episode of Reppin the Stateline podcast with John, George, and Josh is sponsored by The Mortgage Dad. Working with George's team gives you access to an unmatched menu of mortgage programs and over 100 years of combined mortgage experience. Skip the stress, love your mortgage experience, and get home with George. Visit www.homewithgeorge.com. NMLS ID 443967.
Welcome back. This week's episode of Reppin the State Line with John, George, and Josh.
Coming at you.
And this
Coming
is
at you live, baby.
This is our season finale. 10 weeks, boys. 10 weeks went by pretty darn quick.
I'm sad.
Yeah, it really flew by. But 20 weeks was a little bit longer than we probably all bargained
20
for
weeks
the
was
first time.
too long. Maybe we should make it like a 15-week season.
No,
I
we're
just
sticking
feel
with the 10.
I think 10 we don't record every week. Like, our lives are so busy that we have to make time to see each other to record. And so we're guaranteed at least a couple hours a week, right?
Yeah, but we continue. We will. I think the 6-week break is perfect. 7-week break.
I think it should be a 6-week break.
We'll see. You guys will all know as soon as we'll be blown up when.
Oh, believe me, you'll be the second to know.
Second to know.
But we might have a little teaser in the middle.
I hope so.
Little teasy.
Yeah, so we know that this next season really is going to be the 30, 40, 50 club season, season 3. I've already kicked it off. I'm officially 40. The 30-year-old will be maybe a teaser in between seasons, and then we got this guy coming later into summer, so it should be a fun.
I turned 22 this year, so it's gonna be
22.
Right.
So
No, you just turned 30 with 20 years of experience.
yes. You have a 20 years. It's very.
It's the
20th
30th. It's
time.
going to be the 30th anniversary of my 20th birthday,
There you go.
as Ronald Reagan used to say.
So let's recap. What did you guys do this week? This last week, I should say.
Ooh, my days are just like melting together.
Yes.
January is that month that lasts 12 months. Because once January's over, it's gonna be 2024. I'm already calling it now. Last week,
I gotta look at my calendar.
yeah,
I was in Florida, so mine's easy. I had a wonderful trip to Florida. I went to Disney for my 40th, and on my 40th, got to experience something that I've only done once before in Disney, and that was dying around on the Skyliner. So those that aren't familiar with Disney, you've got Magic Kingdom, and then there's not Skyliner. What am I talking? Monorail that goes around to all the parks or all the hotels that neighbor Magic Kingdom. And we started dinner at Contemporary with hors d'oeuvres and drinks at Steakhouse 71. And we went all the way around to Grand Floridian and had the Rose. Oh my gosh. We had drinks at the something Rose. Red Rose? No, not Red Rose. But anyways,
The Yellow Rose of Texas.
No, it was a bar. Had drinks
Rose
there.
pellets.
Nope. And then we went
Not the Rose Bowl.
all the way around again to Polynesian. And at Polynesian,
It was obviously a good time because George doesn't even remember where he drank.
Enchanted Rose. There it is.
And then, well, you could think of that Enchanted, like Disney's number one word.
Disney's number one word is Enchanted.
And then we
Everything's Enchanted.
ended up at Polynesian at Ohana for dinner. And then we closed it out with lounge on top of the world lounge for a nightcap before we passed out. It was a great birthday.
So does that mean your nightcap was like 8 o'clock?
Pretty much 8:15 fireworks. Yeah.
8:15 fireworks, 8:33. George is out cold sleeping.
However, I will tell you, it was
Just like the Bears game.
I will tell you, we were riding and we were going from, I think we were going to Poly for Ohana at the time. And we got on at Grand Floridian, and that's the stop after Poly. So we had to go all the way around.
Were you spinning?
No, we got on, and there was a girl asleep in our car on the bench. And we're going stop after stop after stop. And she's totally passed out. We get back to Polly and we're like, I don't think she's who knows how long she's been riding this. So my wife told the security, they're like, hey, this girl is asleep. You may want to check on her. I guess they had to shut it down. They called the ambulance. Like she was really drunk. And after about 20 minutes to half hour of like shutting down the entire transportation, she just stood up and walked out. It was hysterical.
Well, it is the happiest place on earth.
But then we started putting pieces together because she was at Polynesian, and when we walked into Poly at first, there was like blankets and towels all over the floor, and then we're like, maybe she threw up on her way to the monorail, and this is all elaborate. And then we're like, well, where would she be that she had that much to drink? And then Trader Sam's came into the picture, and that's like quite the experience. So we have this version of what happened to this girl. We don't know if it's true or not, but we like to believe it is.
This fall on Disney Plus.
Insert here.
So that was
But
We gotta stop. We gotta stop talking about bad things happening at Disney. We don't want the mouse to sue us.
So this means you're turning into a geriatric, like our other friend over here. You're
No.
falling asleep at 8:30.
no, well,
9:15.
we had an 8 o'clock tea time.
Nothing good happens after 10 o'clock.
Or I'm sorry, we had an 8:40 tea time the next morning, so we had to get up at
Oh, I got
6:30.
See, for my birthday, we're accommodating to the older crowd, and we're doing some day drinking, so we're home and in bed by 8.
Which my kind of way to do. Yeah. I prefer day drink. So what'd you do this
what
week?
did you do?
Yeah,
just
so
kinda
I mean,
jumped-
not much. Friday we went out to dinner for my wife's birthday with my family, and then went to the Boylan basketball game.
Did they win?
They did. They did win. And then Saturday we got up. We had a basketball tournament in Libertyville. Went there. Then my mother-in-law's birthday is the 30th of January, so we kind of split a dinner
My wife's birthday.
thing. So we went to the Weber Grill in
Schaumburg?
Schaumburg. It was awesome.
Just on the block from there is Fat Rosie's. You should have gone to Fat Rosie's.
I've had Fat Rosie's.
It's so good. It's
Yep.
like
Yep.
a mile down the
So
road.
we did that. Then we went to the Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay.
So my kid got like $300 in gift cards from his birthday there. I'm pretty sure every person that gave a gift card got it to them. So
To Dick's.
yep. So he went and spent some money there, and then we decided to go to Crumble Cookie because my wife has been like obsessing over Crumble Cookie. Wasn't cracked up what I thought it was gonna be. I got like 4 cookies for $20. And
They're big and they definitely try to make it.
but it wasn't. I was walking.
I'll take home.
I was trying to walk in thinking of by the dozen.
Yeah.
Where it's just a store for like a whole slew, right?
Right.
We walked in and it was just white walls and like some people making cookies. There was like, it wasn't what I thought, right? And
What
they
about
only had 4 cookies. You can only get 4 cookies, and one of them had coconut on it. I hate coconut. Like I hate coconut to the T. So we did that, and then we picked up Mason's little buddy because he was staying the night. Had a little sleepover. They played and hung out, and I sat on the couch all day Sunday, and then we had baseball practice, and that was that.
Did you see the PGA Superstore? You went to Weber. It's right there too. I've never been in, but my brother-in-law, every time we pass it, like gets very excited. I'm not a big golfer, so it is what it is. I did golf.
You can't say you're not a big golfer.
I'm not.
You-
I'm not a good golfer. Let's put it that way.
Okay, there you
I
go.
golf, but I'm not good.
Yes. Yes.
So when you're not really good at something, or at least competitive,
Yes,
it's hard to like make that. A
But
passion.
we this year are going to play a lot of golf.
Of course, we are. We do.
I have to disagree with you on that because I'm not very good at drinking heavily, but it's still a passion for like whiskey. You know what I mean? But it's like
That's a
you still-
lie.
You still
You're
have
really
passions
good at
for
wine.
things. You have passions for things, but I mean, golf is one of those consistent things that's been part of my life in some way since I was like 17 years old.
For
You know,
sure.
when I bought my first set of used clubs with used sporting goods store in Queens, and I still have that set of McGregor's. And I was like 17 when I bought them. And now I got my 21-year-olds.
You
knocking around the
But
course.
golf is not about being good. It's about enjoying your buds.
I
Cold beverages and peeing on trees.
Well, see, I saw a whole thing about I was like on TikTok or somewhere where it was like golf was it was a comedian doing his routine. He said golf was definitely invented by a bunch of married guys. We need a sport that's going to keep us out of the house for about 5 to 8 hours. But we need cars. We need these little cars because we don't want to get in shape or anything doing this, you know? And he just went on and on and on about golf. We'll really mess with people's heads. We'll make a negative score is better than a high score. And we'll totally, and you have to have alcohol and you have to have
Cigars.
food, and you have to cigar. Exactly. Like this whole comedy routine kept going on.
That's pretty good.
It was definitely funny, but it is.
What'd you do?
I worked. I know it sucks. It's just,
We're in you're in the industry that you work on weekends.
I work.
Well, I am, but we're in the
All
spring.
fairness.
We're in the spring market, even though everybody says spring doesn't happen until March. Right now, like I said this morning in one of our meetings, you know, if you're serious about buying a house, this is the time to do it because you have less competition.
Mhm.
But we still have low inventory. So I did like 7 showings on Friday. I did 3 more showings on Saturday. Helped a mutual client of mine in George's get into her dream home. It was just craziness. And then Sunday, I just kind of vegged and drank some wine with my wife at home and didn't really go anywhere and just kept it quiet.
Sure.
But yeah, it was just this time of year is a little more quiet when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah. I work too down in Florida a little bit. Had to make a couple phone calls, but that comes with the territory. It comes with our industry for sure. For sure. So good weekend, everybody. Good. It's our season finale. We had a hell of a season, to be honest.
We had a lot of more planning involved.
Yes, we did. We planned to space out our sit and sips, which were phenomenal. So now, what have we done for sit and sip? We've done tequila and taco, pizza and bourbon, right? No, pizza and was it scotch or bourbon or whiskey?
It was pizza and bourbon.
Pizza and bourbon, tequila, taco. Then we did the
Burgers and beer.
and we did
That might have
Thanksgiving.
been my favorite episode. Burgers and beer. Sitting outside by the pool.
Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving.
Yep.
And then we did the Sashi and Suki.
What?
Sashi and Suki.
Sushi and sake. Sorry. I have no idea what that was.
No. Somehow George's Siri went off on his computer because he didn't put do not disturb on.
I did. No, it's on there.
Well, your computer's been beeping and you get text messages like crazy the whole time we're recording. But
I don't know.
it is what it is.
So
And then we did
sushi and sake, and then we did the wine and charcuterie. But now we got plenty more options for next season. So stay tuned for that next year. We're gonna definitely do more sit and sip. Interviews. Conversation with somebody we introduced this season. We did 3 of them. And me personally, those are my favorite episodes. I got to know 3 people that I didn't really know. I mean, they were acquaintances and I knew who they were and I knew about them and I talked to them and I see them, but I didn't get to know them like we got to know them on our episodes. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was my favorite part of this season, at least the three conversations that we had with 3 local leaders, I'd say, in our community.
I would have to agree. I do enjoy the interviews. I enjoy when we bring somebody else on with us, just to see how they feel. I really enjoy when we're doing this, when we're sitting in the same room, we're set up. I know we're very grassroots and on a very finite budget. We don't have a fancy studio. I mean, we make it up as we go. I think our quality is pretty good. I just want to thank everybody for listening, though, as much as they are, and watching our videos, because our Buzzsprout is the platform we run our podcast through, but then it distributes it to all the other places. But we've gotten a lot of traction for season 2, and we're getting a lot of people going back, finding us in season 2 and listening to season 1. Yeah, I get all of the, what do they call that?
Notifications. Analytics.
Analytics, yes, that's that. L. Ron Hubbard. I was thinking Dianetics was in my head, and I was like, okay, no, we're not talking about Scientology right now. We're talking about
Analytics.
analytics.
Yeah, no,
So
it's good stuff. And I appreciate every one of you listening or watching. Family, non-family, friends, people that don't even know us. Really appreciate it. I loved it. I mean, this to me is one of my favorite things that I do on a consistent basis right now. We're officially 30 episodes in now, and I can't wait till before we know it, we're going to be at 100. I mean, just think about how quickly we went from 0 to 30. 30 to 99 is not going to take us that long. I mean, it's only a couple of years. We'll be talking about our 100th episode.
couple of years.
Well, yeah, we're doing 30.
I mean, we're running about 30 a year. Yeah, just
I know, right? I mean,
super crazy.
3 years from now, we'll be talking about our 100th episode, which is crazy to think about. We appreciate you guys. I enjoyed this season a lot. I think there was more structure. We had a better planning. We got 6 weeks now to plan next season. It's going to be 10 more episodes. We're going to be starting right in that mid-March timeframe. We haven't nailed down the exact date because we want to work with some trips that we have around spring break for families. And we will launch. We will be back. We will have some fresh new content. Obviously, we're continuing our theme. And that's what we're here for, is to plug our area that we love, that we call home, the Stateline area. Extends from, as far south as Byron and neighboring cities all the way up to Beloit and even into Madison, or where some of the wineries are that you visit up in Wisconsin, New Glarus, etc. And we go as far west, Dubuque, yep, and then as far east as I'd say Belvedere and further into Crystal Lake. So I think this area, Geneva, yeah, this area that we try to bring attention to and bring forward and really help local, all the local people, businesses, and really promote them and give them an opportunity to talk about their business and what we feel is really excellent in our area.
And one plug out for some local business right now. I'm going to go with Josh made a comment. I got a haircut today. It looks really nice, and I want to give a shout out.
Hey,
I want to give a shout out to my barber, all right, Anthony, over at Cutthroat Corbin's in Rockton. You can follow him on Instagram at Jesus Had a Fade. That's his Instagram, Jesus Had a Fade. Anthony does an amazing job. He's an amazing barber, and he's right there at Cutthroat Corbin's on Main Street in Rockton. We're not getting paid for plugging them. I'm just saying. I wanted to say.
Well, my boy Bryce.
Bryce was not there. Bryce is awesome too. I love Bryce. Bryce was snowboarding, shattered his shoulder, and just had surgery. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Ouch. Ooh. So give Bryce your best wishes if you know Bryce.
I would have an awesome haircut today, although I missed yesterday's, and I actually go tonight at 5. So
George,
missed mine.
Where do you go to?
I go to Studio Blue. It's on the second floor above. Well, no, it used to be 3. I don't think 3 hours is there anymore.
He gets mani pedi with that.
Oh, stop! It's a salon, yes. But I go to Genevieve. She's been my hair stylist, whatever you want to call it, since 2009. So went on 14 years. So I've been going to her, and she does phenomenal work. And she I don't even have to think. I have it set every 3 weeks. Set appointment. I just get there, and occasionally, like yesterday, I had a training that I could not make it in time, so it got pushed to today at 5:30. So it is what it is, but I'll be nice and groomed.
I will say though, I get stylists are amazing. I love anywhere you go to get your haircut, but I love going to a barber shop when you get the straight razor shaved.
Oh, I get the best head massage during my haircut. When she washes it,
PG.
Our PG rating is out the door.
I get the best head massage.
And which one?
Stop it. And she also does the trimming and all that.
Right, well, she trims the beard. But I'm saying though, that's what we need to do is we need to go to Cutthroat Corbin, get Bryce, Corbin, and Anthony to all do while we record a straight razor shave.
Ooh, that's
all 3 of us. I don't know if Josh would go for it again. His beard.
I don't know if I could do it. Yeah.
Who do you get your hair cut with, Josh?
Her name's Elena. I used to go to Bryce for the longest time. The situation though is I'm bad at planning.
Right, you got to plan ahead to go. There's no walk-ins.
No, and Bryce is he's awesome. I love Bryce. He does an incredible job. And I would go back to Bryce in a heartbeat and give him a haircut. But he does everything through Booksy.
Yeah.
And I always forget. And by the time I realize I need a haircut,
That's
it's
why you
too late.
have
I can't.
I pick my slots on Booksy 3 to 4 months out.
I know.
I
See,
book them on my
and
calendar, and then it's an appointment that doesn't get moved.
I see, and that's how I am. See, Elena, she has like her own little like website thing, and she just automatically has me in every 3 weeks at the same time, same day.
Well, that's how I am. I'm
so
booked through the end of the year,
and
I just text her like, "Hey, today I really want to be there, but I don't
Elena,
want
she's
to
like
piss you off."
exquisite right there, next to China Palace
Okay,
and Mactown Golf Course,
Right there in Rockford.
right there in
exactly.
Rockton. She's an awesome woman.
Yeah, so you go all the way up there, huh?
I do. Look at you.
It's a straight shot, man.
I just go to Edgebrook. That's like
My kid goes there. But Elena and Bryce used to work at the parlor in downtown Rockville.
Hmm. That's neat. So you got your haircut.
Yes.
Congratulations. And you worked all weekend.
I worked no fun.
No fun.
Worked all
no
weekend.
wine. No wine for once.
We drank at home. It was just
Wow.
you know, sometimes
Did you drink?
go-
Did you drink that bottle that you got from the Amazing After the Vine?
I did.
Ooh, that was.
I did drink that bottle of Chardonnay. It was amazing.
Did your wife enjoy it?
She tried it. It was not her cup of tea. She prefers the Pinot Grigio. It's
she
too
does.
It's too oaky for her.
No.
So
She
the
prefers
Chardonnay,
Pinot for sure.
Chardonnay is definitely a little more oaky, and that was, even though it's lightly oaked, it was too oaky for her. So, but palates change, you know. I mean, 5 years ago she wouldn't drink anything if it wasn't like a sweet fruit wine. So and here we are.
Yep.
She's drinking Malbecs now with me and Pinot Noirs. And actually, we did. I will say we did do something. It was on Sunday. We shot up to. I just remembered now. We shot up to Northleaf in Milton,
So, yeah,
and we had a bottle.
it's not possible. It's not possible for this guy to miss
No,
a winery.
that's what
on
it
a
was.
weekend.
So we
I
went up,
knew it.
we went up to Northleaf at 3 o'clock. They closed at 6. So we went up at 3 o'clock. My wife had to work Sunday morning, and because she had some competition season.
Yeah.
And we went up there and we had a cheese tray, and I got a bottle of Pinot Noir, and she got a bottle of Pinot Grigio, and
Enjoyed the day.
we enjoyed that. We drank some there, and then we went home and finished our wine, and that was the end of that.
So do they? If you get a bottle, you don't drink it. They plug
Yes,
it. Take it home.
all wineries, you take them to go.
That's neat.
So, but like if you go to like one of the local restaurants, they're not allowed to let you do that. The only restaurant that lets you take wine with you is Cooper's Hawk.
Interesting. So, what else about this season? Anything else we want to kind of recap? I mean, the interviews were great. The sit and sip.
Interviews, sit and sips.
I mean, I had a big
I
season
just,
with
I
the
just,
40th and all
I really enjoy all the laughs
that we have. Yeah.
over the course of the season. I mean, we could still sit here and laugh at one thing that happened early this season, right? And it's because we all are all connected. We're all really close friends. We can almost finish each other's sentences or know when someone is going to say something like that little stupid comment I just made. John was looking at me, waiting for me to say it, saying, "Don't say it, don't say it." So I said it, right? Because we know each other. We know we're intertwined, right?
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the camaraderie. We started this in a way to kind of amp up and draw up some new business, get our names back out there in the community. And we've done that wholeheartedly. I mean, how many times this season did we talk about the crew doing an entire, client together, right? You, every one of us had a certain play in changing another person's lives.
Yeah.
It's just getting out there and telling
From
people,
insurance to loans.
we have the magic number. We have the magic formula, right? To get you your dream.
Right.
Is let us work our magic to get you to where you want to be.
Yeah. Well, that's the big thing. I think it's a combination that works. Unfortunately, the way our licenses all work, we can't be all at one company in one building, or else we'd be unstoppable, of course. But there's too many violations that go into with that. But being that we are such close friends, if I tell somebody right now, call Josh, call George, I know they're getting treated amazing. And I mean, that's all that matters.
It happened at lunch.
I know. It was the funniest thing. At lunch, somebody Josh knows walks in, mentions he's looking to buy a house, has a realtor, and has a loan, but he's not happy with the national bank he's with. And right away, talk to George. I mean, and
that was the first question I had. Oh, you looking to buy a house? Hey, you got a realtor? John. Got a loan officer? George. I mean, it was second nature.
And it turns out I know the realtor he's working with, so I'm not worried about it. If you would have said certain, no, I'm just joking. No, I would never speak badly of other people, even if they're hard.
So that's really what I took out of this season.
We're building something.
We're building something special, right? And I know the seasons to come that we are going to turn up the flame on this podcast, and you're gonna start. I know it. You're gonna start seeing us in the communities more. We're gonna be doing live snippets in the communities at events. You know,
we're gonna participate. We're gonna give.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing, right? I want to see. I love the fact that we do this, and don't get me wrong, and you listeners and people watching our video, it's amazing the following, and I hope we entertain you, you know, which that's part of the goal. And I hope you think like you know us, like even if we don't know you yet, you could reach out to us and talk to us about anything that's going on that you need. But we never want it to be salesy. No, with this is not what this is about. There's plenty of podcasts and plenty of YouTube channels where all they're doing is promoting, and that's not what this is about. I mean, if you want that type of information, go to my other podcast I do without these guys are both guests. That's where you go to get that type of information. This is about us being in the community, representing other people.
3 generations.
Right, but
I mean, three
businesses.
decades.
The businesses I love, the businesses you love. Why do we live here? What's so special about here? Like for a real estate agent, you know, a loan originator, an insurance agent, you live and work here. If somebody came from out of the area, which we all have clients that have done that, where's the first place you take them to go eat? Where's the first place you tell them they have to check out on a Friday date night or to take their kids to? I mean, we promote this stuff all the time, so why not let everybody in the world see how great our Stateline area is? That's what this is all about. So we thank you for doing this.
Yeah, we're repping the state. So,
and we've got some amazing events happening that we're not going to get to talk about
in the next couple of weeks. Why don't you share some of that? I know you took some notes.
I mean, I actually did show prep.
Yeah,
I mean, amazing, right? I did show prep.
The one person that doesn't do show prep.
The one person that did show prep. Well, I like to actually know what I'm talking about, guys. Sorry. It comes with age. As you get older, you'll start caring a little more about it.
Yeah, you're not quite 50. We're almost there.
All right. So everybody knows last week was Restaurant Week in the city of Chicago, and right now this week is Restaurant Week in Madison, Wisconsin. Well, Rockford does its own Restaurant Week as well. Most people don't know about Restaurant Week, so I want to just talk about it. It's Tuesday, January 31st to Monday, February 6th. That's when it's going on.
Okay.
And all the businesses that are involved in this get judged in certain categories: best bites, best atmosphere and vibes, best restaurant week package, best cocktail or brew, and best for all. And there's 14 businesses participating in this. So we've got the 8th Ward Pub, place that we go to regularly.
Yep.
So Restaurant Week, they're doing 20% off all food. And the craft cocktail, they'll have craft cocktail features for the week.
Each week.
Wow. Or for the whole week.
Nice.
So with 20% off all food, that's a big deal there. I mean, their food is pretty affordable to begin with. It's really good. But
yeah,
to give you that big of a discount plus a craft cocktail, a Brio's been around, 18 years?
Long time.
So they're doing their favorites throwback tasting menu. It's 4 courses for $49 a person.
Wow.
That's their deal. So for $100, a couple could go out next week and get a 4-course meal of their favorites from the throwback, the stuff that made a Brio what a Brio is. This is why I wanted to talk about some of this stuff. Alchemy at Aldine, they're trying to reinvent themselves too there. since they moved to the golf course, they're doing a 3-course menu for $45 a person.
So they're considered a supper club now?
They're considered a supper club. It's Aldine Supper Club. Aldine Supper Club at Aldine Golf Course.
Yeah, the Alchemy.
Right. Now, Ernie's Midtown Pub. This is a place I want to go to. So during our break,
I think we're going next week. We talked about it.
that's what we're going to be doing for our Crew 815 grit get together.
Okay.
They boast. Now, this is what I had to write this verbatim. They boast that they're 95% fresh, never frozen, and everything is made in-house. So they are as fresh can be here. They have a special cocktail for this week only, and that's what I'm going to try. They call it the Smoky Fool.
Ooh,
It is Gold Buffalo Trace Bourbon, fresh lemon juice, Luxardo Limoncello, same thing. Simple syrup. I'm from Queens, New York. Leave me alone. Simple syrup. The two Utes. Some simple syrup, and then they smoke it with hickory wood. So it's a smoked cocktail and garnished with a lemon and fresh rosemary.
So remember that week that got really cold here?
Yes.
They had a special soup flight.
They got to try like 4 cups of soup.
Yep.
wow.
That's awesome.
Why have I never been to this place? Look at this.
Now I'm just throwing out there.
So
the rundown of the rest of the restaurants, these are just the ones I picked to talk about right now, but you can find all this. I'll give you the website in a second. The Fire Barn, which used to be in the Chicago suburbs, they're in Durand now. They're bringing back the Fire Barn menu from the old school back in like the Elgin area, Carpentersville area. Jerry's Pizza has specials. Lucha Cantino has a best of Lucha appetizer sampler. It's the best appetizer ever. Put it all together. And Josh is a good friend of mine over there at Lucha. Mrs. Buckby's Wake and Bake has specials going on for Restaurant Week. The Rockford Casino got involved in this too.
Wow.
At their Rock River Bar and Grill. They're doing like prime rib dinners for like $9.
They had a sign. So when I was coming to lunch, I drove by. It said prime rib $9.99.
Yeah, that's their Restaurant Week special they're throwing out there. They're promoting. They started it early. They're just getting people with a prime rib for $9.99. Salamoni's in Cherry Valley. If you have not gone, that place is so awesome. The bar area.
Isn't there a Salamoni's too?
And Salamoni's North. So both of them are participating in Restaurant Week. The same owners, same menu, just different atmosphere. Tower Kitchen and Bar, which is at the new hotel, the Embassy Suites.
And
the Rooftop Bar and Lounge. They're both participating, and Wired Cafe is participating. So for more information about Restaurant Week, you go to GoRockford.com and search for Restaurant Week restaurant specials. And I will have a link in the description below. Sweet. But that's like amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then
I'm salivating at some of these restaurants just thinking about it for sure.
Well, that's it. Like, I mean, next week, I'm glad we're going to Ernie's.
What better to do on the first week of February? Come on now.
Yeah.
Seriously. There's not much
else. Also the awards gala.
We have the Stateline.
You stole that from me. Jeez. That was my thing that I did my research on. No.
And it is Friday if you're airing this. And
next Thursday.
Next Thursday. And you can still get a ticket if you'd like. Come celebrate some of the best businesses in the Stateline area.
Yep. We have the awards gala. And it is at the, what is the name of that place? Orchard?
It's at the
Pavilion.
The Pavilion, which is owned by the family that owns Hoffman House, Firehouse, and the Schnauzer, the Prosser family. Yes. I don't remember the name of the corporation, but it's a corporation name.
Yes,
it's the Prosser family.
Isn't it Henrique's?
It might be.
Not sure, but yes. So the awards gala will be up there,
which is an amazing facility for the gala. But if you're having a wedding or something,
it's gorgeous.
It's a lot of money.
We have a guest.
It's worth every penny of it. I mean, the place is gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous, and we have full dinner with hors d'oeuvres, drinks. There's open bar. Our bar sponsor right here. One of the bar sponsors. And we are doing. Awarding the State Line's best businesses, and we have a guest MC. We from WTVO. Yep, she will be presenting and basically presenting the awards and being the MC for the night. So if you
wait though. Our very own Josh Cooper is up for a community service award.
Josh Cooper is a finalist for a community service award, one of 3 finalists. So if you don't have tickets, please, please, please go to statelinechamber.com. It's the first thing that'll smack you in the
So,
face.
and if you want to come, like, I mean, you've been like, hey, I want to hang out with the boys from Reppin the State Line. Here's your chance.
We're all three going to be
All
there.
three of us are going to be there. We're going to be drinking wine, having cocktails, eating some food. There's live music.
You know what's really funny about that?
What?
So I have a group chat with a bunch of adults that their kids, all our kids are in the same school class, right?
Is that what you're doing? You're sending pictures behind the scenes right now?
So one of our listeners there is an avid listener to our podcast, right? I sent a little video recording all of us.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Yeah. Okay. I said, I'm not considering. We said we were recording, right? She goes, exact words. Is that what the other guys look like? Question mark. I only listened. ... Not the faces I had in mind.
Well, I hope I'm actually prettier than what she thought.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe now she's watching because of this. So if you're watching, hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
And thank you for listening. Thank you for
That's
being
hilarious.
one of our many podcast listeners who only listen.
For sure. But yeah, if you want to attend this gala, it is going to be a blast. I rented a tux again. I pick it up next week. I'm excited. It's my one day that I really dress the part. I mean, I'm the president of the chamber, so I really want to dress the part for that reason as well.
As much as you rent tech tuxes, you might as well just buy. You should just buy a tux.
Right, but now
seriously,
after this one, I get a discount on the next one. So we're good.
You should really just buy a tux and be getting
At the $500 you spent on renting tuxes in the last 2 months,
Yeah, it's okay.
Could have bought one.
all right, for $350.
Anything else? What do we got? Anything for this week? Or in the coming weeks that the listeners are going to
Birthday, baby, my birthday.
Yeah, we'll definitely throw up something, whether in the Facebook group or a surprise episode
group.
or a short surprise short episode. We'll throw something out there to celebrate this guy. I got my birthday right in the middle of our season. He won't, so we have to do something. But we'll be back mid to late March,
right,
with a brand new season. We haven't even started the brainstorming of ideas, but we're definitely going to do something. We're going to tweak it a little bit, make it a little more, make the content even more spicier or better for the viewers, so that it's just not the same thing every.
Josh is pushing for an R rating. We have to start. He wants to go full Joe Rogan for season 3.
Oh,
he wants to do Joe Rogan meets Howard Stern. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
But one last thing we got coming up, and I want to
Yes.
promote this really, because the Village of Brockton, who are big supporters of our Stateline Chamber of Commerce as well. If you go to their website, we have a link right on there. Wednesday, February 8th to Saturday, February 11th. So right after Restaurant Week, if you want the party to keep going, it is Yeti Fest.
Oh,
And Yeti Fest takes over the Village of Brockton. They're right in the downtown area. There's snow sculpting. There's a Yeti scavenger hunt. They have an adults only onesie pub crawl. Yes.
I'm in.
And then they have a family friendly, so you guys can bring the kids, hot cocoa crawl as well going on during the day. And then brand new for this year at the Brockton American Legion on Saturday night will be the snowball.
Beautiful.
So it basically is a high school dance for grown-ups.
That's amazing.
That's how they're promoting it. So for more information, go to Brockton Yeti Fest on Facebook, and everything is right there.
That's
And
awesome.
I'll have a link to that Facebook page in the comments as well.
I have a buddy, Mr. John Rosado. He's an admin down in District 205.
Okay.
Also coaches our son's basketball team. Is a huge Yeti fan. Everything Yeti.
Everything Yeti.
Everything Yeti.
Well, he needs to know about Yeti
Yeti Fest. If he could dress up as Yeti, he would.
There will be a Yeti running around. You got to find the Yeti too. I mean, they do this every year.
He might be the Yeti, and we just don't know.
And we've got
We've
great weather coming in over the next 2 weeks for this. Like the snow sculpting last year got postponed because it was canceled. It was cold enough. We got a cold snap coming in the next week. It's going to be sitting in the next 2 weeks.
I hope someone whittles a Yeti.
Whittles a Yeti out of ice. That'd be cool. I'd love to see that too.
So, and that's all the little
all we
bit
got,
of
I
everything
think.
I got.
Yeah.
Hey guys, now remember, do all the podcasts these days. We beat it to them again.
Again, we beat
Like,
you.
shares, subscribe,
Comment,
tell all your friends.
Follow on Facebook.
follow on Facebook, Reppin the Stateline. It's our Facebook group. We're almost at that 1,000 mark. We've been saying it all season, but we're almost there.
Hey, Valentine Insurance still has that gift card up to grabs.
Up for grabs. Who first one to get us to 1,000. We get to 1,000, we pull one random follower and give them a gift card.
Yep.
You got it. So
And is Valentine Insurance doing anything special for Valentine's Day?
oh,
That would be a question for Mr. Valentine himself. I don't know.
well,
It would just make sense.
it would. But thanks again, guys.
Like heart-shaped pizzas.
Heart shape.
Oh, speaking of which, real quick, I gotta give a plug. Brian's Trade Right. Okay. Off of like almost Sandy Hollow and Kishwaukee. Okay. For $69.95. Okay. You can get a 22-ounce heart-shaped prime rib steak, 2 8-ounce lobster tails, 2 twice-baked potatoes, and 2 cheesecake pies.
Dang, that's pretty
Take home or
To
be
take
there?
to take home
Wow.
and cook at your convenience.
Pretty good. Good plug. That I think that does it for this season, guys. We'll put this season to bed. Look forward to next season, and you'll probably hear from us a little bit in between with a little cameo here and there. But until then, see you guys in 7 weeks.
All right, that's a wrap.